and have been.
Men are the most horrible.
That's the same machine. I can work it with you. After you finish it, I'll be rushing. I have too much stuff to say. Like, you can wait, and then, like, I'm almost done. Is this your last one? Like, I'm almost done. Okay, I'll just go away after. Oh, I don't want you to work out. I'm almost done. Can you please move? Seriously. Can you move?
I want to say that's absolutely disgusting. It really is. I definitely agree that a lot of men need to understand no is a no, always. I believe, personal opinion, it should always be a no. That there's no ambiguity, right? There's nothing, no, it should be clear. Because a lot of times, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, that shoot your shot, fine, cool. But, you know, if it's a no, just take it as a no. No, I get it. And this is the thing where a lot of women don't understand that they have made the dating market shitty because they have made it very confusing. Because a lot of women, some women might not agree, but a lot of women have made it where being persistent is the key. Because they will change their mind. Or they say that they want men to be persistent. Because they make it as a game. This is the thing a lot of women don't recognize or agree with or understand. Women don't understand the repercussions of their actions. One, like I said, making dating as a game, like telling men, oh, I want him to be persistent. I want him to pursue. This is also the thing where they don't understand that they constantly make, oh, men should be pursuing. Men should be the ones pursuing. And in my personal opinion, I think we shouldn't. I think we should change the dating market where women pursue. Women choose who they want to be with. Just so that's so men don't have to guess. Men don't have to guess. If you choose who you want to be with. Because honestly, a lot of times men are just guessing. Men are just guessing if this woman would change her mind, if this woman would give me a chance and I could change her mind. No, I think we should change the dating market where women just pursue the men they want. Just let it out how that is. It's either like we could do like I guess online dating where there's a lot less stress, a lot less I don't know, being creepy or being what did I say, toxic in a way, because it's not in person. Or if it's in person, I think women should pursue. I think all women should pursue, especially at least the Western modern women. They should pursue because they hate it when men pursue. They do. And seeing like these things, I don't think it's a good idea for men to pursue because at times like this, a situation like this, I think it's just, I think it's creepy, toxic, and just not a good image. Because again, she was great because she was very kind, polite, nice. Tell him that she's not interested. He just kept at it. So yeah, definitely has.
This dramatic moment was captured on surveillance cameras. At 5:30 a.m., as she stepped out of her house to leave for work, a white BMW quietly rolled down the empty street and came to an abrupt stop right in front of her driveway. The sharp gaze of the man inside the car locked onto her, making her heart race. Panic surged through her. She dropped the trash bag and rushed toward her house. But in her haste, left the keys dangling in the lock. Struggling to pull them out, she felt her terror intensify. Just as she slammed the door shut and locked it, she saw the man step out of the car and start walking toward her house. What she thought was a dangerous man intent on harming her turned out to be nothing more than an Amazon delivery driver, simply doing his job by leaving a package on her doorstep.
I may have said that I have no sympathy for women when it's in the dating market. That don't mean that I have no sympathy for women. Because shit like this, it does break my heart to know that there are some women who absolutely fear all men. It breaks my heart. And this is why I'm a big supporter of the right to defend yourself. I think everyone and anyone legally should own a weapon to defend themselves. She wouldn't need to run if she had a weapon on her. This is a thing where I'm a big supporter that women, anyone should be trained in with weapons so they can defend themselves, because it is it does break my heart that anyone would have that much fear for someone else. It does. And I'm not. That is reality, right? This world is. Here's the thing, for men and women, this world is dangerous, regardless. Because as women like to put it, how dangerous men are. It's not all men, but even if it's just a few men, it's still dangerous, and I agree. But the world is dangerous to everyone. So I'm a big supporter of people need to have whatever firearm, whatever to protect themselves. Because it does break my heart that we are very distrusting of our fellow people. But I get it because we don't know how strangers would be. So it's just sad. It really is. But again, I'm sometimes, like I said, I may have no sympathy for women in the dating market. I don't mean I have no sympathy for women. I think women should be able to protect themselves. So I think all women should care.
So I just filed a restraining order for my ex, and as I was in the process of filing this order, my judge told me a lot of sickly concerning things about women's safety. So right after a woman files a restraining order against a man, that woman is 30 times more likely to get unalived or very badly hurt. He was telling me all of the instances where he filed a restraining order for a woman, and a couple days later, that woman came out unalived. And he told me if I ever see him in public to run and scream as loud as I can. And a woman came up to me, and there was this whole process of coming up with a safety plan for me, just because the woman is so much more likely to get hurt after the restraining order. And it's crazy because having a document that says you cannot come within 300 feet of me would not let it occur at all. But no, you file a restraining order, you're likely to get hurt, and even if you don't, you are also likely to get hurt. So I like, what am I supposed to do? What are people supposed to do?
This is going to be a controversial opinion, okay? But I want to preface this that men like that are disgusting. They're disgusting. I've always said the best revenge is improving your life. These shitty ass men that they need to enact violence because of whatever, their emotions. The best revenge is improving yourself. Living the best life. If you are broken up with, okay? Improve yourself. Be the best version of yourself. Prove that you were not who she thought you were, or that you prove that you can improve. Be a better version of yourself. That's a preference by that. I'm gonna say that because men like that who can't control themselves, who needs to be violent because they are, I don't know, hurt is just ridiculous. But I'm gonna say this. A lot of women don't understand that why men say pick better. Because honestly, that is one of the most important things you can do. Pick better. Because it will change and affect your life drastically. And in cases like she mentioned, it could be life or death. This is the thing where, I can say this. Women don't understand. Men realize the world. Men realize how the world is. It's good and bad. There are good and bad people, regardless. Don't matter if you're a guy or girl, black, white, Asian, whatever. There's good and bad people in everything. But one of the things that women don't understand is men protect you from the world. That's it. Men will protect you from the world. Essentially, men will protect you from other men as well. So one of the important things is pick a good man. Vet men so well that it's like you know absolutely everything about him. And not just, people say, what if you like? Well, you also vet his circles. You vet his history. It's like, this is a thing where, honestly, people wonder why arranged marriage was a thing. Where fathers, mothers, they didn't just vet him, they vet his family. Because honestly, his family, a lot of times, is a reflection of him. You get in the secret, the community knows it. That's the thing where, honestly, it was a more serious thing, right? Getting together, pairing up, was much more serious. It was very more meaningful. And this is the thing where women don't understand why, you get with shitty men, you're going to get shitty outcomes. Okay, so it's just, that's the thing where, honestly, women don't understand. Get with men that you think they're good looking, you think they're financially well off, whatever. I'm going to scream it to the day I'm dead. Get with men that are morally sound, and not just by words. He has proven it. His life is, a proof of his morality. Okay? His actions is proof of his morality. Let him let him, how he beats around you, how he talks around you, how he acts around you, how he acts around his friends, all this shit. All these things matter. That's why I think a lot of women just really, they go for men very superficially, and then wonder why, he was a liar, he's two-faced, I didn't know him, he's abusive, because you ignored red flags. You didn't vet him based on, something deeper. You vet him on how he talks to you, how charming he is. No, you should vet him how, he talks to other people. It's a really bigger thing, and I think a lot of women, and it shows that women are failing. When it comes to dating market, women are doing amazingly, I guess, in career, money-wise, but they are failing even worse than women in the past, in my opinion. A lot of these women, they're sad. They're really sad. This is the thing where these women are insane. Literally making light of an actual serious medical thing. Having an abortion should not be your birth control pill. Literally, it's like, it's insane. Why would you do this? And then you're laughing, you're making fun of it, you're dancing, you're happy about it. This is why the majority of the country voted differently. Because if you had voted for the left, for Democrat, this is the image that you're supporting. This is the idea that you're supporting. That is the insanity. That is insanity. And it is just funny that a lot of women like this cannot see it, cannot understand it. What type of image you think you're portraying? It's really a sad image. It's really an image that, you know what, you are going to have sex with a lot of men, let them impregnate you, let them go raw in you, finish in you, and then let you deal with the consequences where you can abort, where you can damage your body, potentially damage the rest of your life. It's like, I swear to God, it just amazes me that women can't see that they are not helping their cause, helping their image, by especially making light of it, showing why people question that they were ever pro-choice. Because I questioned it. Watching these kind of videos, these kind of reactions, I questioned even being pro-choice. Because honestly, why support stupidity? Why support stupid people doing stupid things? Because I've always been supportive of, like, you know what, it's your life, you do your things. But this is a thing where, honestly, sometimes government-wise, because I don't care individually, but government-wise, you need to stop you from being stupid. You need to stop you from being stupid, because it's unproductive for society. Having a lot of stupid people doing a lot of stupid things isn't helpful for society. It isn't. I just, shit like this is just tiring. It really is. And honestly, personal opinion, controversial opinion, I think a lot of modern day problems that we're having in society, women are the root of it. Women. I'm not saying all women, but I think women are the root of a lot of the problems we see, socially, politically, the dating problems, family problems, whatever. Women are the root of it. But again, I'm not saying all women, but you know, women like these. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm here.
Considering the US elections, I feel like this clip is relevant again. And I just want to say, I told him multiple times to leave me alone. And people in the comments are saying this is a cultural thing. It's not a cultural thing, it's a men thing. I told him, no, I don't want to go to the hotel with you. He told me, where do you live? I told him, I'm not going to tell you. He said to me that he's very strong, which some people thought might have been a threat. I don't know. I didn't take it that way. I thought he was just showing off. But yeah, in broad daylight, just while I was drinking a coffee. And this isn't the only story that I have like this, where I was bothered for over half an hour just trying to drink my coffee. But it is the only one that I filmed. And I think every woman has a story like this.
You know, point of views like this is why I don't mind making blanket statements. Like if I say that women are the majority of abusers of children, I'm not gonna say, oh, only a few, only some. This is the thing where we don't understand that man, yes, he's a man, but he does not represent men. This is the thing where bad apples don't really represent the whole. It's like this is why. Because even on this app, you can find creepy women. You can find women that do questionable and terrible things. You can. But should we just make a blatant statement that women are creepy? It's like, you can't understand. There are good people and there are bad people. That man is just so happens to be a jerk, just so happens to be creepy. Doesn't mean men. I don't even think it's not even the majority. Right? It's barely the minority. This is the thing where women can't understand that their rhetoric is why, why a certain group of men feel dejected by the world. Because you constantly push this narrative, men are creepy, men are trash, blah, 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 blah. When honestly, you don't know most men. There is 165 million men in the US alone. You haven't interacted with even a drop of those men. This is the thing, most women haven't even interacted with a drop of those men. But you just make a plate statement, men. This is the thing where, yes, that man is a creepy man. That man is a jerk, is shitty. But that don't mean all men or just men saying blanket, because you don't understand the psyche that does to people. Because it's just like if men, and I do it because you know what? I say it because of examples like this. Because you always say, oh, not all women. You constantly see that in my comments. Not all women. Not all, yeah, not all. But you know what? That shows you that women can't understand the narrative that they put on men, yet they do understand the narrative that men put on women. That's the thing where women need to understand both sides. And I my rhetoric, I do it for a reason, to show you that it is not cool. It is not cool.
Jennifer Gilbo riding in Joelle Mahmoud's car when out of nowhere she appears to snap, lunging at the Uber driver, dousing him with pepper spray. Joelle picked up Jennifer and a friend on West 46th Street, but when they got to 65th and Lex, things quickly went south early Wednesday morning. Joelle insists he hadn't said a word to the ladies. The other passenger appears just as stunned.
Done what?
Repeatedly asking her friend why she was doing this, Jennifer would only say, "Get him out." In the first few seconds, Joelle tells me he tried to get out, but his seatbelt was on. Police did arrest Jennifer. She's charged with assault and now has a lawyer who at this point is not commenting.
I think that's the result of like built just your persona as a man hater, in my opinion. But there's no substantial evidence of that. But here's the thing, right? What I want to say is that I will always stand 10 toes down on. It doesn't matter your gender, right? It doesn't matter your gender, your race. You're not born abusive, toxic, a bad person, right? Because the narrative of men are evil, women are good. That is the ridiculous of it. It's just you are a person with poor characters, with no morality, right? You are just a terrible person. Doesn't matter about your gender. So really, it's just these things show you proof that it's not men are violent, women are violent, whatever. It's that people are just terrible, right? There are just terrible people out there, and that's what I want to break the stigma of. Oh, because I've seen videos of women saying, oh, men are just abusive, naturally toxic, all that stuff. No, they're just terrible people out there. So, you know, things like this, we see it time and time again, okay? It doesn't matter your gender. There are bad people everywhere. That's it.